For some idiots like me, for example, it took me a little while. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to tell you what is market structure, because the number one reason I believe is why traders fail is because you don't really understand market structure. What I mean by that, it's what is bullish, what is bearish. When I didn't know what that is, I just basically gamble on the market. Once I figure out what is bullish and what is bearish structure on the candlestick, on your chart, on your trading view, that's what you're looking at every day, all day, then my profitability increased. So I believe this is probably one of the most, if not the most important thing you can learn. By the way, if you are interested to learn trading and seeing my trades, what I'm entering and how I passed my 100K funded challenge, or step 1, step 2 in 8 days, click the link down below description. It will take you to the Telegram group channel. It's absolutely for free. I don't charge people anything. By the way, this light is really shining on me because it's raining here and it's very dark. So anyway, so let's go on a daily. This is a Euro USD. I'm just gonna show you examples, and you can basically just guess in the comments or just guess for yourself when you're at home what each structure is, right? So first we have, let's go on this one. So what you can see now, obviously, if you're complete beginner, if you never traded, or if you've been trading for a little while, when you look at this, you would say this is bullish structure, right? What do you have? You have high high, high low, high high, high high, high low, high high, high low, high high, high low, high high, high low, high high, higher low potentially. Now we stop here, right? So when you look at this, you have some pattern, you have some trend going on. So every time you can enter position here, 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 right? But at some point the trend's gonna end and it's gonna turn around. Now how you can recognize when the trend's gonna turn around? Well, on this example it's actually very simple. You can see, I'm gonna show you like this. This is the higher low. I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is the higher low. This is the high high, right? Anything between in this structure, it doesn't count on the daily. It doesn't matter. The market can do whatever the hell wants. Let me grab a pen here. Where's some where is some pen? I don't know where is pen. Anyway, the market basically can do whatever it wants. It can go like this. It doesn't matter as long as it's basically in this box. You don't take a trade, because if you do, you're basically taking a trade in no man's land, and you don't want to take a trade in no man's land, because basically the market potentially and most likely 99% of the time will do whatever the hell it wants. I mean, it still will do whatever the hell it wants, but at least you have something to grasp on, something to look at and be like, okay, this is how it's going by my strategy. So let's delete this one. So now you can see that when the price going like this, boom, boom, still nothing, right? We didn't break it higher, but we broke it lower. We broke it below this previous high low. Now making this chart now bullish. Why? Because we broke below this low. So when we broke below this low, now we can look for shorts to be shorting this market, right? You can see how that works. Then you can use as a support and resistance, right? You can draw like this, for example. This could have been your support, 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 and then we broke the support, and now we acted as a resistance once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and we got rejected again, right? So we shift the structure, we shift from bullish market to the bearish market. Now, is this accurate every time? Of course not. You know, it can break. This is what can happen. It can break these previous lows, making the chart bearish, but I can also use this support as a support and can literally just blast from it there. Most of the time it will just continue down. You can see it bounce from here multiple times. It becomes, again, when you look at this, is actually a great example what I'm trying to explain here. So since we now turn bearish because we broke these previous lows, so we're bearish, right? So now we got rejected, serve this as a resistance. Now we make a low high, low low, low high, low low. Now we broke these previous highs on a lower high. Well, this was a lower high. We broke it, now making this chart bullish again. You can see how this price, do you know what I mean? Like this price is just do whatever the hell it wants. That's why you cannot really predict the market, which direction it's gonna go 100%. Because at the end of the day, it's just a human's emotions. All this stuff you can see all this candlestick, what's happening, up, down, that's all just the human emotions. It's not some robot or AI doing this. It's you and me, brother, who's trying to trade these markets. You know, you freak out here, so you sell. Then you think, oh, maybe this one. So you gain confidence and you buy. And then so people will be like, oh, wait, but this is resistance. Let me sell. So you sell. And it's like, wait, but this is just support. Let me just buy from here. So you buy. And someone's going to like, no, I think it's going to go down. And it's going to sell again. Do you understand what I'm trying to do, what I'm going to with these examples? So anyway, back to this. So since we had a low high, low low, low high, low low, we broke this previous high, making this chart now bullish, right? So now, let me get this. So now we are bullish because we broke the previous high, right? Now on the daily, now this by the way, this by the way applies to everything. This applies to daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 minute, everything. This is how it works basically. So now, again, this is what I was talking about. This is why this is human emotions. When the price come to this resistance, someone was like, even that we are bullish, we are on the resistance, because this was a support, we broke it, resistance, and now we should serve it as a resistance. Someone decided, I'm gonna be selling. A group of people decided, or banks, or whatever you want to call it, all the block manipulation, Wagyu steak chakra, one eye opening, all this Wagyu steak ICT bullshit, which you can see, support and resistance, man. That's all it is. Please don't listen to all this bullshit. ICT, bro, ICT, you know what is ICT? It just sounds good. It just sounds good, this order block and gap. I don't even know, like value gap. I don't even know what's the saying. I never actually studied ICT because as soon as I saw it, I'm like, bro, it's just support, resistance, break of structure, retest. I think that's about it. And ICT, basically, they just give fancy names to all names, shift to structure, support, resistance, which are already there. They just package it, repackage it, and sell it to you in terms of in courses, in mentorship, and etc. It just sells well. It's just marketed so well that people wants to learn ICT, but ICT is no different than support resistance, my man. That's it. Anyway, getting a little bit off the track. So back to this one. So even now we've been resistance. So now let me get this again. This arrow, low, high, low, low. Now high, high. Now this become high, low. This become high, high, right? Let me get this again. I want to try to show you, explain, help you guys how this actually works. Because trust me, this is so important for your trading. If you don't know which direction the market going, you're gonna lose, man. You're gonna lose most of the time. So now, when we are bullish, right? Now, we use this as a support, but we got to resistance again, got rejected again. Now bear in mind, what do you think, by the way, let me get this. Remember this box which I was talking about? What do you think now? Are we bullish or are we bearish when you look at this? Have a guess. I'll give you a minute. You can fast forward, forward. That's why you're on YouTube again. This is still bullish. Even that we did this. Why? Because this price didn't break above this price or this previous highs, right? It didn't break above. It just got rejected, got below, but we are still bullish. If the price break above and then turn around and break these previous lows, now we are bearish, but it didn't. By the way, if you don't understand or if you're confused, like as I was, which is completely normal, my friend, just rewind back and listen to it again and again until you understand it. So, since we are still bullish, let me get this arrow again. We are still bullish. So now, what do you think we are? We are bearish. Why? Because we broke this higher low, right? We broke this, making this chart now bearish. And then you can see it went from here, rejected once, it went again, but then what happened here? For whatever reason here, probably this price here or here, this could serve as a support. We just bounced, maybe there was a news or something as well. Let me get this one. Maybe there was a news or something, so it just turned around, making this chart bullish again, and then we just continue up. What the fuck? There's the dogs fighting. So I hope this example help you out. Let me show you this on a 4-hour chart. I think maybe maybe this is gonna be a little bit better. Where is 4-hour? Where are you? Let me go here. I can show it anywhere. Let me delete this one. So 4-hour is the same, it just moves faster basically. Daily moves much slower, obviously, same as weekly moves much slower, etc. So now, let me show you again, exactly as I show you on the daily. What's happening here? We have a trend, and look what's happening. High, low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low. This is not high, high. This is high, low, this is high, high. Why? Because this price didn't break above this. Basically the chart is, nothing happened to it. But as soon as we broke above this, this is our high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, high, blah, blah. This is kind of unclear what's happening here. Da, da, da. Now we are high, high, and we broke below these lows. This is very unclear, so you know, but if I see this, I will still probably potentially enter shorts after I get my entry signal. That's for another video. But this is basically high, low, high, high. We broke the higher low, and now this makes a lower low. And look what happened afterwards. Lower high, lower low, price come to retest in this area and go rejected again. You could short it, you know, this area again and again. Then we turn around and we're going up. Now how we turn around again? So we've been going down, right? Da da da, da da, boom boom. Now look at this candlestick. You see this candlestick closed above these previous highs. When it closed previous highs on the previous, when it closed on the previous highs on these ones, making this chart again bullish. So let me do this. Boom. So we are bullish because we close above, and we continue bullish again. Boom, 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 boom. So I hope you got better understanding how the market structure works. I know when you see this first time, this is probably like, what the fuck, bro? This is just so confusing. And I know it can be confusing. For example, here I shorted here Euro USD this week, made me nice profits. Why? I'll show you. Because we are bearish. Wait, yeah, we are bearish. You can see, let me actually get this one. I nearly got confused myself, my friend. So, let me get rid of all this stuff so it's clear. I'm gonna leave this one here. So now look at this box, right? So we are box higher, hello, high, low, higher, high, nothing happening, lower, low, now making this lower high. Why? Because we broke below this low, boom, now making this chart bearish. What you can do next is simple. You move this one here because that's the lower high now. This is the lower low. So now you're in a bearish structure. Ignore this one. So now you're in a bearish structure. So now you're looking for shorts. Since this one is a strong resistance on the weekly and daily, I already marked it here. I'm not going to explain how do I mark the support resistance. You can watch the video somewhere here maybe. I'm going to put it here. So look what happened. The price came all the way to this resistance and got rejected. Not just once, twice, on a third time. This is a strong wick, just continue down. That's it. That's simple as that. So this is not, by the way, this is not bullish. Just because there's a higher low, higher high, higher low, high high, is not bullish, since you still in this, how to put it, since you're still in this section, if you say so, if you understand me. So you're looking only for shorts. If the price did this, high low, high high, high low, high high, high high, high low, and then we broke above this previous highs, this one, now this will be bullish, and I will be looking for longs to basically long it. That's it. But since we didn't, since we got rejected here, it's just bearish market structure. So I think that's it for me, my friend. By the way, if you are interested to learn trading and seeing my trades, what I'm entering, and how I pass my 100k funded challenge, or step 1, step 2 in 8 days, click the link down below description. It will take you to the Telegram group channel. It's absolutely for free. I don't charge people anything. And it won't be for long probably, because, you know, every guru, when he knows how to trade, is going to charge people money to teach them how to trading. But for so far, and I don't know for how long, it's for free. How long it's going to stay for free, I have no idea. So you may as well join the free Telegram channel, even if you just don't really care. Just see for yourself. I'm transparent. I'm showing all my P&L. I'm showing my my trades, which I take, don't take, etc. So if you're curious, join the Telegram, and I'll see you there. Stay sharp, stay handsome, stay healthy, not like me for the past few weeks being fucking sick. And catch you guys later.